Now here you can see today we'll be dealing with the detailed characteristics of the phylum Algae. Now you see first we'll be dealing with the five kingdom. Now you see the algae kingdom Plantae is divided into phylum Algae. Now that has been divided into three different classes. See, CEAE, if the word ends with CEAE, it is a class. So the phylum Algae has been divided into three classes. One is the Chlorophyceae, Phaeophyceae and Rhodophyceae. Now the Chlorophyceae, if you split the word, it is chloro means green. Okay, chloro, green. Okay, so it is green in color and especially of the presence of chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. Okay, now presence of pyrenoid. See, this is one of the class characteristics, that is pyrenoid. Pyrenoid are round globular cells with the chlorophyll and they stores food. Now what do they store? They store protein and starch in the form of fat and cellulose is present. Okay, now if you see the reproduction, it is asexual reproduction through fragmentation and sexual reproduction through oogamous, isogamous and isogamy. These are the three common one that we had already dealt earlier. What is isogamy, anisogamy, oogamy, and common characters, that is volvox and cara. Even chlorella also belongs to this group. Okay, now then comes the Phaeophyceae. Okay, Phaeophyceae, that is they are known as a brown algae. They form a big group of algae. Now you see, apart from the green one, and their evolutionary structure, you see, they are from simple structure to branched and filamentous. Okay, simple structure, branched and filamentous. Now there see, in Chlorophyceae we have chlorophyll A and B, and here we have A and C. Okay, and the color pigments like carotenoid. Carotenoid is the orangish color that you see in carrot. The name comes from there. It is a pigment. Okay. Now this carotenoid and xanthophyls, these are the two color pigments present, and it ranges. What are the various due to the carotenoid and xanthophylls, the color ranges from green to various shades of brown. Okay. Now another thing is the class derives its name from the presence of fucoxanthin. What is fucoxanthin? It is a complex carbohydrate and it is present here. Now you see it shows certain root-like structure, that is known as a holdfast. It shows certain stalk-like structure. Stalk of that means branches, so that is known as style, and the leaf, that is known as a frond, frond, frond. Okay, again you see the mode of reproduction. Asexually it's through zoospore formation. Sexual it is oogamous. Then Ectocarpus and Fucus are the example of this. Then comes the Rhodophycean algae. The Rhodophycean algae is a dominant variety that is known as the red algae. Now they are all found deep sea. Okay, they are found in the deep seas, and the Rhodophycean algae, that is the red algae, derives their name due to the presence of phycoerythrine. The phycoerythrine imparts the red color to this algae. Now you see they have got certain storage products, that is known as Floridian starch, amyloprotein and glycogen. So now these three characters are far more advanced in compared to the Chlorophyceae, those who have pyrenoids. Okay. Now then another identifying features of this is they have got a post fertilization. Now here you see again, see Chlorophyceae, Rhodophyceae. Okay, and here Rhodophycean. Okay, now the common members are known as Porphyra, Glaciaria and Gelidium. Okay, now comes the bryophytes. Now if you consider the bryophytes, now this phylum basically consists of amphibious members. Now what is amphibious? Now earlier the algae, it was completely aquatic, whether it was freshwater or marine, but bryophytes, you know, they are found in areas where it is swampy. Okay, now you see here you see the root-like structures in the figure. These root-like structures, they are known as rhizoid. Now here this is the vegetative part, and here you see Gyma cups. Now Gyma cups are the reproductive unit. You can correlate to the modern flower. Okay, and here you see Archegonia spore. this forms the zoospore, and here this forms the male unit and this forms the female unit. Okay, so this basically has only two categories. One is the liverworts that you find the common bryophytes, and the other is mosses. Okay, now you see the plant body. If you can see, the plant body is far more differentiated. You have to focus here. It's a more differentiated than that of the algae, and is the thallus-like and prostrate or erect. Now they are attached to the substratum. What is attached to the substratum? That means the base of the ground or any hard object on which it grows. Basically it is the swampy area present in moisture, unicellular and multicellular rhizoid. Now they lack structures. What do they lack? Structures like true root, true leaf and true stem. And the main plant body of the bryophyte is haploid. This is one of the very important thing, and you have to remember it. It produces gametes. Okay, and hence it is called a gametophyte. See, we have alternation of generation in these lower plants. So they are gametophyte. Sex organs in bryophyte, they are multicellular. The male sex is known as antheridium. Here you can see the antheridium. Okay, here this is the antheridium structure given. Okay, and the female is known as the archegonium. Archegonium is a flask-shaped structure. Archegonium produces eggs, and the and they produce biflagellated antherozoids. What is antherozoids? These are male gametes. Antherozoid. See, from anther the word is antherozoid, and female produces archegonium or single egg cell. The antherozoid reaches into water where they comes into contact. See, they need water for fertilization. That is one of the criteria to become to prove its primitive characteristics. Okay, now the zygote do not undergo reductional division immediately. See, zygote remains dormant, and they produce a multicellular body known as a sporocyte. That is very important, sporocyte. And this sporocyte is not free living but attached to the photosynthetic gametophyte and derive nourishment from it. Now some cells of the sporocyte undergo reductional division, that is meiosis, to produce a haploid spore, and these spores germinate to produce gametophyte. Okay, this bryophyte in general have got a very little economic importance, but some provide food to the herbaceous mammals. Okay, for example, tortoise and all, they thrive on these bryophytes. Okay, sphagnum, mosses, they provide pit that has been long been used. Okay, now mosses along with the lichen are the first organism to colonize rocks, and hence a great ecological importance to it. Okay, so bryophytes are divided into two. One is the liverwort and the mosses. Now liverwort is generally, you see, plant body of the liverwort is a thalloid called Markensia. It's an example. Now the thallus is dorsoventral and closely composed to the substrate. You have already seen. Here you see first one. This is a figure of Markensia female, and this is Markensia male. So body is like that, you know, and this is visible only after maximum magnification. You cannot see it like that. It is so small. Okay, and then again they have Gema cups. Okay, they have Gema cups for the development. Okay, they are green in color. Now when the cups matured, they are located in the thalli. You can see already in the picture, and attached to the parent body and germinate into a new individual. Sexual reproduction, the male and the female, it is very common example. Now you see here another one, the mosses. Okay, example is Funaria. They are leaf-like structure. Vegetative reproduction in mosses is by fragmentation and budding, and then fertilization. The zygote develop into sporophyte. Again you see the sporophyte is here. The sporophyte and formed, and after meiosis the mosses have an elaborate mechanism of spores dispersal. Example is Funaria. Okay, now you have to see the picture of the moss. Here you can see like this. This is the figure. Okay, this is a Funaria. You see it is a branch like structure. This is the antherozoid branch, and this is the archegonial branch. This produce the antherozoid, and this produce the egg cells. Okay, and fertilization happens through the Water is needed. Okay, and here you see the sporophyte or the gametophyte structure. Here it is a capsule, this is a CT and leaf, and these two diagrams are to be practiced.